brakes have been expanded. Not good. Damn it. Getting there. That's not good. That really is not good. That's literally just come out of the cylinder. Can we get that back in temporarily? Just to hold it. Yeah, a little bit. That's alright. Not too bad. Okay, we need to get these springs off. It's going to be fun. Okay, just a quick video. The battery is really about to die. I made a complete hash of doing the brakes. Looking at... No, that's jacking and towing. No, we were looking at the brakes just now. Anyway, yeah, got a little sheet there. But yeah, I made a complete hash of doing this side. But once I'd learnt it and I got it right, come up to this side and did that one. So I've got the drum on. It's, well, I've got the handbrake on at the moment, but it's turning. I've got little spare bits in there, plus all the tools down there as well. So this lot is done. The only thing I've got to do is bleed the system. So yeah. No idea if it's visible in there in this light, but I'll shake that. You can see a little bit of fluid moving around, and it is at its maximum. So it's not fully tightened because obviously we need to bleed it and let the air through. So yeah, I'll come back when we're done. Well, doing it, because I'll probably try and film it.
Yeah. Hard rods. Push. Right, back. Turn the wheel. Now come to me.
To you?
Yeah. Turning. Right, turn the line out. Good. Stop. Come this side, look. No, you come this side. I want to go backwards.
Push it that way.
Yeah, this one out. That'll do. Bit more. Bit more. That'll do.
Woo!
Oh. Hard out. Good push.
That's what I'm doing. Well, today, haven't quite got round to doing the front end yet, but I have sorted out the rear brakes. We then need to do the front got all the handbrake all sorted out. It's not as good as it was when Pete had it because it was on 3 clicks. Mine's not on 3 clicks, so I need to adjust it. In the front here, I need to obviously start cleaning everything up and start deciding on how this is going to be disassembled to replace the top ball joint, bottom ball joint, and tie bar. I always forget what this thing's called. Tie bar bushes. There's only one missing, which is on one side, if that makes any sense. So yeah, and also the flexi hoses, which I believe, where is the flexi hose? There it is. There's the flexi hose. So I've got 2 new ones of those to go on the front. So yeah, not too bad. I've been looking at the condition of everything under here, so I'm going to spray up all these bolts and yeah, just generally give it a tidy up. If I can clean stuff up and paint it, I will. It's yeah, I'm enjoying working on the car. One thing I will mention, airbox. Gotta admit it. I put it down, went to pick it up, it slipped out of my fingers, and I broke it. I'll do a cut jump to that now. So moving on from my calamity, I'm going to go inside the car. I feel really stupid about breaking the airbox. I have put the clocks back in. The speedo is reattached to the back of that. What else? Not much else I can say. It's still looking very much like a parts car. There's not quite so much stuff in here, mind, and I've tidied up quite a few pieces and moved a few things around. I now have the inner sills from Mr. Crompton, thank you very much, and a few other bits and bobs. Yeah, overall I'm still very, very happy that I own this. It needs a very, 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 very good clean. One of the sills comes with a seatbelt mount. One of them doesn't. I'm not overly sure because these are for the opposite sides of each other. As you can see there, there's spot welds there. There's nothing on this one. I'm just going to flip that one over. There we go. Spot weld. There's a captive bolt. But there's nothing at all on that one. So I may have to find something that's going to work. I love the blue in this car. It's so nice. Look at that. It's lovely. Right then, today, another day, unfortunately it's rather wet. We are going to have to be working in TeeCee half undercover, or pretty much 3/4 undercover, and doing the bolts, ball joints and such. So yeah, a ball joint splitter is on its way, because I don't have one, and then I can get on with it. But I can remove all these bolts, it's not a problem, I can do that. But 22mm, as I stated before. Hopefully this won't hit the camera, but it might like it will. It's not too bad. Will people be saying, get a windy gun? Or is that easy enough to turn by hand? No, not yet. Well, you can see what I'm doing, so I'm going to get rid of these bolts, top and bottom, and yeah, come back when I've try and separate these two. Well, here on the top of this, I always forget what this bit's called. It will come back to me. You have two rivets at the back, and they're a bit difficult to get to. Unfortunately, I don't have a finger sander or a crock sander, so I've got no choice but to use a grinding stone and a grinder. And you can probably see like a little shine off of there. Unfortunately, I have caught the side of this arm, upper suspension arm. So I will prime that and paint it so it doesn't get worse. But it's pretty thick steel, and I need to try and grind this down as far as I can. The one at the front shouldn't be too much of a problem either. So right, let's get the eye protection on and ear protection and get cracking. I hope I've got this right. Oh, that was easy. Did you hear that? There we go. That's off. Hold it out of the way while I'm grinding. I needed a bit more room. Superb. Okay, so that one was done. Put that bolt back up there. Even though it's not really important. Yeah, that's completely knackered ball joint. Right. Literally back to the grindstone. I'll come back when I'm done. Ball joint is out. Well, hub is off. Okay, so yeah, it's a bit of a bugger, but there's a drift there somewhere. I need to drop out the bottom. Well, the ball joints are out and managed to get these bolts out of the bottom here. Unfortunately, during the process of trying to get these bolts out, I've kind of like dug into the metal, so I'm going to out. That's hot because the bolts were stuck. Had to heat it up. I'm going to fill in these score marks with some weld and strengthen it a bit more. These ones up here aren't quite so bad. They're not really that deep at all, to be honest. So I'm going to give it a clean up with a wire brush and give it a lick of paint so it doesn't flash. Well, it's rusty already, but a little bit of paint won't hurt it. So yeah, new track rod end has got to go on, and yeah, everything else. The bits are here. These are the knackered ones, absolutely shot to pieces. New ones. There's a new track rod end, ball joint. The other one's underneath the cloth over there. But yeah, I'm going to have a cup of tea and I'm going to come back. I don't know if you can see this, everyone. And tie bar bolt. I thought this was going to be a massive problem. The size of this wrenchlet. It's massive. Adjustable. But good old turn. And this thing is moving. Constantly adjusting the angle, but it's going. Thankfully. Well, while I'm here, I might as well put these on for the bushes that are... God, there we go. That's going. It's not the easiest angle, because this is the only tool I've got to hand at the moment that's going to fit on here. But it's going. It's going to be quite a bit of work to do because I've got at least an inch of thread. So yeah, I will carry on with this and I'll show you after I've got it out. I know the light isn't great, but I'll show you after I've got it done.
Nothing good comes in.
TLC with TeeCee, more like brute. Yesterday, when I was removing the ball joints, caused a little bit of damage. Hopefully that's not going to be too bad. It's a face. At the bottom here, I made this side a bit too thin, and there was a small hole. So dug out the welder. Wasn't too sure of the settings, and I blew a hole through. But I've learnt how to fill the hole up, even though it's very thin metal, and need to thicken this side because I'd ground that one down too much as well, and I blew a hole in it, and I'm learning. So what I've learnt to use is a piece of copper, I believe that is. So you put the bar underneath where you're working, if you've got a hole, if it'll focus on the metal that I'm working on. So yeah, I blew a hole right where you can see that weld. Still relatively hot there, but yeah, I filled the hole up underneath. There is no hole underneath anymore, apart from obviously the one for the bolt, for the ball joint. So I'm going to grind these two down, grind these back, try and get them as good as the originals as I can, try not to get it too thin, because this is relatively thin metal. When everything's bolted together, and the new ball joint on the bottom is really thick solid metal as well, and it bolts back here, so it is quite strong. So yeah, I'm going to grind these back, and yeah, then start cleaning up the metal and then give it a lick of paint. It's not pretty, but it'll do. Careful. If I'm doing this wrong, you'll have to excuse me. I've not done this before at all, but from what I can tell, could be wrong, very wrong. Has to be lifted, that's what you have to do. And then sorry guys, I don't have a smooth moving tripod. And again, sorry about the background noise. Squeeze that down and get a bolt in. And that on top. And another one. Keep thinking there should be more washers here. Okay, so are these the same size? Yes, they are. Okay, so we've got a nut on the upper. These are for the, hang on, no, that's for the bolts, that's the bigger one. That is for the lower ball joint. And turn, don't know if you're going to see it that way, don't know if you can see that at all. Bottom ball joint going in, or bolts going in, and then all I need to do after that is put in the track rod. So now top ball joint, bottom jaw joint are on, ball joint are on, not jaw point. Track rod is on as well. It's nice and firm, it's not going anywhere. The tie bar is not going on just yet because we need to get the bushes sorted out for that. I've got 3 out of the 4, so I've got a replacement set of bars which I'm going to clean up, and then when they're ready, bolt them on. I'll do the other side, but I won't do it on camera, you don't want to see it twice.